It is Wednesday, February 10th, and I've got rosebuds and cardamom pods in my humidifier today. Getting the fire going. I'm going to need to bring in more wood since that's my only stash. I've been stacking it up here and there and there. I need some more kindling too, because that's not going to cut it. And this morning, well, we had some sleet yesterday. We had about 20 minutes of a sleet shower, and then that melted. And then this morning, it's pretty much melting. This morning I looked out and there was a dusting of snow. So sometime during the night, oh, you can even see there's a little tiny bit of it still on my car. Sometime during the night, there was a snow shower. I've got to redo, that's from yesterday. That was a poll I did regarding somebody else, not me. Avery hasn't had her breakfast yet, but she went outside and then she came back in and now she's getting warm. And I'm about to go upstairs and make some tea, and I'll just chat with you for a little bit while I make my tea. There's Avery's breakfast bowl, and there's the backyard. You can see a little bit of snow. I love the sun this morning though, and I always appreciate how the sun comes in this time of year. So gotta fill up my bird feeders. The squirrels weren't getting to this one, and I don't know whether it's because I need to cut back that camellia, but they found this one and emptied it out. So I need to do something about that. Let's see if I can leave you right here while I make my thingy. Here's one of my witches. Sorry, I'm being weird. Wait, this is on, right? Make sure it's on. Yes. I don't know why sometimes I think I'm talking to this thing for like a long time and then it's not on. I light my candles. I usually light a little candle by my Baba Yaga kitchen witch. Give her a little bit of fire every time I come in here, and well, mostly with breakfast and dinner, because I don't do big lunches. And as a matter of fact, even breakfast sort of always runs into lunch, because I do my tea first, and oh, this guy's almost all burnt out. Doggone. Oh man, I have to get a new one. I usually have a scented candle on the table. Darn! Didn't realize that one went out yesterday. Okay, so the tea. I have a counselor's appointment today, midday, about 2. And there's a psychic development class at Aquarium Bookshop that probably still has space. I don't know, I haven't checked with them. That's going to be tonight and next Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday is the Nodes of the Moon astrology course, which I am signed up for. I just haven't decided yet whether I want to do this one today. And I'll talk to my counselor. It is not, I have been not, like really not in a good space lately. I've been still contending with a lot of grief. The online dating thing is just so, anybody that I'm interested in or I think seems cool and it doesn't respond to me, and then I get, all these other guys that no. And so I have thought, God, is this really something I want to do? Because really what I want is my old marriage. I don't want something new. And that's not going to happen. Which is, and there's a whole bunch of stuff surrounding that too. Why would I want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with me? And I know what it is. I know it's familiarity, because I know there's a lot of compatibility there, and I know it's the family unit thing, and even when I start talking about it, it starts making me sad. And then I wonder, should I be in Virginia? Maybe I should be back in California, but how can I swing that? Because California is so expensive. I don't know. It's difficult. What was I gonna say about that? Yeah, it just, I need to focus. I should be doing art. I should be making art every single day, and somehow I'm gonna have to either start taking a class or get myself committed to something. But it's hard to make artwork for me. It's hard to make artwork when there's no place for it to go right now. That gets really tough for me. And I'm just talking. I'm not expecting, like, it's in a lot of ways I think I know what I need to do, and I just can't do it because I'm just still, whether it's hopelessness or depression or whatever the heck it is, it just gets so hard to keep working on it. And I think particularly for me, since I live alone, if you have somebody in your life that, is there to like cheer you on and take you out of the, the thinking about everything, every one thing, but it's like, oh, really? I really have to do all this by myself? I don't want to do it by myself. And then I think to myself, but God, can you just imagine what a triumph it would be if I can make it through this, and and I know it would be, sure, heck yeah, that would be a real feather in my cap for me. And I know this intellectually, and it's just the momentary part of it that is just exhausting. So somehow I gotta figure this out. I think I need to start getting out more, getting like out of town more. If it's by myself, it's by myself. I mean, there is a certain advantage to that. I can do whatever I want and stop wherever I want. So anyway, I'm seeing my counselor today. And other than that, I've gotten, well, no, that's not true. I do have another roll of film I should process. And maybe I'll work on that today. I don't know. I was thinking I should throw a non-Valentine's Valentine's Day party. Only I don't know that many people to invite. Game night, Valentine's Day game night or something. I don't know. Valentine's Day, let me see, is that 4 years ago? Or is it already 5 years ago? Anyway, it was the day my ex said he just didn't want to try anymore. And so I was like, oh. So I always remember that too, which is kind of weird. Anyway, maybe I'll have something more interesting later on in the day. All right, bye. Quick little additional part to my vlog for today. I finally started using my Lomo Instant camera that uses the smaller Instax film. Julian had gotten that for me for Christmas. I have another actual Instax camera that uses the film that's twice as big as this one, but that camera up there doesn't have all the capabilities that this one does. So I was playing with the flash, obviously. Huh? Does this work? That was like the first one I did. I like this one though. This one is a longer exposure because you can put it on bulb setting, and that's my little crystal sphere in the wood stove. And I messed with the double exposure. I got a mouthful of fire. Anyway, I need to figure out how I can use these and incorporate them in pieces of artwork, because the prints are so small, because I'm always thinking about how I can incorporate something in a piece of art. And that's about it. I've got about half hour and I need to go to my counselor, which is, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not. Anyway, so I'm watching Jackie's video right now, and then I'll take off, and then I'll come back, and then I'll give Avery a walk when I get back. So yeah, onward and upward. This is one of the ways I go to my counselor. This is Carytown. This is kind of the 4th Street of of Richmond. It's sort of the trendy shopping area that's not like a new area. Back home, and it was a pretty intense session. I'm working on a lot of stuff, and on the way home I decided I needed to get out. I need to like stop some of the thoughts a little bit. So I'm having my dinner early. I came home and I'm having my dinner early. Well, not that early. It's like 5:11, and I'm going to go to the psychic development class tonight. I stopped and signed up on my way home, so that will get me out of the house and get me thinking about other stuff. We talked today about how my thoughts and my feelings are so intertwined. I can't get any space between them. She didn't suggest, she just said she's not opposed to me using antidepressants, but I still don't want to go that route if I can avoid it. But I do need to create space between my thoughts and my emotion. And that can even just be a mindfulness practice, like being in my body and feeling my feet on the ground and feeling the sensations on my skin, etc., etc., etc. So I thought on my way home, well, it's better to just get out of the house a little bit and get involved again. I don't know how I've gotten into this slump, but it's still stuff that I'm processing, and it's old stuff. It's everything with what's happened in my life over the past really 4 or 5 years has sort of dredged all this stuff up to the surface, whereas before it was just kind of moderate, and now it's like bam, there it is. So I'm gonna have my dinner. I made a little bit of a messy omelet with some eggs, and I have a kale, mushroom, and potato filling, and a salad, and that's my beets and horseradish there. Since we're all sharing food, which I like to share. This does not look as nice as I usually like to make things look, but it's all right. So this will probably be it for tonight. I'll probably try to get this up before I go out for my class, which starts at 7. So, all right, I hope you all are doing well. Bye.